Hello everybody. Went to the flea market and found a couple of goodies. Um, this is about a 4-foot solid um, fiberglass bow. I say it's from the 60s, 70s. I had something similar to this when I was a kid, but it was orange. Um, I made this rope and put on here, string just to see how good it shoots, and it shoots pretty good. I say this is about a 25 pound bow. This is small game. This one I got, get up here, it's a Shakespeare archery. It's 5'9" because it says right here, and it's also it gives the thing, if I can get the camera over here, 35 pounds. So like I said, this was the old hunting bow. This was a kid's bow, but back in the 60s, 70s, a kid bow is sometimes better than these modern day bows they got now. I'm going to take these to the bow shop and get a real string on them, a real bow string. And I'm also, the only damage, get it up here, is right here on this end where it's kind of flaking a little bit. But I'm going to see if, and right here, there's no other damage. I'm going to see if they can put some rosin on there and kind of fix it if they do that there at the bow shop. If not, there's plenty of guys around here that works on boats and stuff like that. I can get them to do it. But the reason I got these, I've got a compound bow and I've got a 50-pound recurve bow. Recurve bow. But that's for my big game. That's for bear. That's for pig. That's for deer. And I also have some small 80 pounds and 50-pound hand, crossbow pistols. We use that for small game. Raccoons, groundhogs, just different things. But I've been looking for like I said, this is about a 20-25 pound. This is a 35 pound. This will still kill a deer if you're close enough. But I was wanting something for small game. Squirrel, rabbit, possum, raccoon, groundhog, beaver. The smaller game. So, because I don't want to shoot a rabbit or a squirrel with a 50 pound. I'll lose my arrow. It'll go slap through them. But I paid $5 a piece for these things, and I wished he would have had more. He said he had a couple more, but he sold them earlier, and I'm glad I got these two. And so $5 a piece, I got a great deal. If this one cost $35-40 to get it in working shape, it's well worth it. If it costs $50 for the string and getting it in shape, and plus what I paid for it, yeah, I'm good. And same with this. This might be a toy back then, but it'll do what I need to do. And in a SHTF situation, people needs to realize they're not going to go after the big elk and moose and bear and pig and deer, the big game, because how are you, I have said this before and I'll say it again, how are you going to preserve the meat? How many people actually knows how to cure the meat so it won't spoil? And in the summertime, you got to think the meat's going to spoil fast, and a lot of animals carry diseases, in the summertime when it's real hot weather. The meat ain't worth eating. So in the summertime, people are going to have to rely on fishing, gardening, wild edibles more than hunting. Now in the fall and winter, that's when you're going to hunt. And by then you should know how to preserve. If you do get a deer or a pig or a bear or an elk or a moose, you know how to preserve that meat so it will last through the summer. But people who thinks, in a SHTF situation, they're going to go in the middle of July or August and get them a bear or a pig, you know, they could get sick off of eating the meat because of the blood-borne pathogens in it. And then they might get 1 meal or 2 meal if they don't know how to preserve it right and cure it, and that meat's going to rotten and it ain't going to be no good. So you're going to have to rely on small game, squirrel, rabbit, muskrat, beaver, possum, you know, groundhog, different games like that, because you can hunt them with a small bow, and you're not hunting them with a gun, not a rifle or a shotgun or a pistol, whatever, because if you start shooting, people's going to hear you. You use a bow, you use traps, you know, quick kill traps like conibears. That way you're not using a foothold. You know, I've talked about this in other videos before. But guys, look for you a small bow. You know, I don't care if it's a 20, 25 pound, 30 pound, because that's what you're going to need to hunt with in an SHTF situation for small game. There's no way I would take my 50-pound recurve or my compound bow and go rabbit or squirrel hunting with it, because the arrow will go slap through them and destroy half the meat. So tell me what you think. Tell me if I got a good deal on these. I think this bow right here is worth repairing because it's not a lot of heavy damage, just a little bit. I checked it all out. There's no other cracks through it anywhere. So in this one, the only thing I found was this little piece right here, but it's nothing. It just looks like a little slivers out. But I put this on here and shot it a few times, and it's good to go. So tell me what you think. I've been real busy, and I'm going to try to do some more videos. But yeah, just tell me what you think. I hope everybody's having a good day. Bye for now.